We are people advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
You know I blame it on industry. I blame it on my own hypocrisy. Education and politicians, no one's willing to step up and speak.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pace Radio Show. It's December the 8th, 2021, and we are live here and coming to you from paceradio.net. I'm Al Graham, and tonight my joint host, Kim Cooper, has invited some guests, and that's right, there's 4 of them. There's lots of guests. That provide people what some say is the world's best medicine, and that's laughter, plus the smile created by it. But before we learn more, it's time for Kim and I to have a very quick chat because we want to get our guests in here ASAP. Right, Kim?
Absolutely. We're switching things up tonight. We're not going to cover our news item at the top of the opening of the show here because our guests have other engagements that they're going to after tonight's show. So Al and I are going to do the news item at the end of the show after the second commercial break, and we're going to get right at it with our 4 fantastic comedian guests that we have tonight. I'm so excited.
Yes, yes, exactly. Myself, I know you said laughter is the best medicine, and I'm expecting some chuckles tonight. Just from getting ready for the show, we had some chuckles. That was good. All right, so at this time, we'd like to welcome our guests, the makers of laughter. That's Reese Turner, Chris Venditto, Walter Lyng, and Vance Michel of the KGLTV broadcast Late Night Sesh to the Pace Radio Show. Welcome, guys. How you doing?
I was better before you tried to pronounce my name.
Yeah. I'm never not calling Walter Lyng. I am
Walter
calling Walter Lyng and Michael.
And you botched 3 out of the 4 names.
I'll botch him again too.
I like this. It's not as bad as my intro.
Let's start with Reese.
Michael.
Reese, hello. Say hello.
Hey.
Reese is the low, deep voice.
Yeah, I got the deep rumbler. That's me. How are you guys? Thank you for having us. I'm so sorry for all of us already. I apologize for our behavior.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry for botching your names.
Reese, don't speak to me.
Hey, you got my name perfect. You got Chris's name perfect.
You made Chris's name sound like a cleaning product. I'm pretty sure you called him Venditto, and it's like
that's amazing. What a great
Reese, just talk about your name, Reese. Let's do the segment. Huh?
Listen, kill my name. You knocked it out of the park.
Good stuff.
Reese Turner. Pretty simple name, Reese. Pretty simple name.
That's right. It's a wonderful, easy name.
Let's go to Chris. Chris, how badly did we slaughter your name?
Very respectfully, I butchered your entire career when you were on our show. Like your whole life, I butchered it A to Z. So for me to come on here and get pissy about Chris Venditto, listen, that'd be a lot for me to do. So I have no problem. I will say Walter Lyng and Vance Michel is some of the greatest shit I've ever heard in my life. And I will forever remember this day. It's an honor to be here, and it's a real privilege to talk to you all.
The proper pronunciation for your last name.
My last name is Venditto.
Venditto.
Walter.
You know what? You call me whatever you want.
Now here's the thing. My last name has 4 letters in it.
They're confusing letters.
4 letters. But I've heard every version of my last name growing up, especially living in not a extremely Anglophone milieu over here. So I've gotten Lung, I've gotten Lang, I've gotten Lynx, I've gotten Linge, I've gotten Lynch, all those names, and I have gotten Lying, because people can't deal with the fact that it's Lyng. That's it. So some people will put in Lying, but no, it's not. It's just Lyng.
Lyng.
And Lyng.
Okay.
Lyng. It probably shouldn't be pronounced like that, but that's the only way I've ever heard my family pronounce it, so that's what it is.
Lyng. Okay.
All right.
Lyng, yeah, and I'm not
All
Asian.
right.
All right. Oh.
All right.
We'll see.
Noted.
We'll see.
Noted.
We'll see how I do when we come to the commercial break.
Yeah. The last
Kinda
but
sounds like a
certainly not
miracle that you're
least,
awake.
we've got Vance. We've got Vance as well. Now, Vance, I know you better as Chef Vito Blaze.
Yeah, that's right. That's a name that I got in the streets. Chef Vito Blaze. You know what I mean? But yeah, you call me Vance Michaels, I'm all right with it, because my name is Vance Michel, and when you said Vance Michaels, you know what I'm saying, I felt diplomatic. So, and that's probably the respect that we got.
All right.
When they heard it.
Boy, did I ever mess everybody up tonight.
You messed it up good, and you had to pick the perfect show with a bunch of comedians, Al.
Yeah, I know,
My name is 4 letters in it.
Oh my God, you guys are hilarious. I gotta say, I so enjoy you guys' show, the Late Night Sesh on KGL. I tune in pretty much every week. You guys come on usually when Al and I are just wrapping up this show, and I'm on my computer doing my last stuff, and then up you pop there, and there it is, the ad for the Late Night Sesh. And I usually tune in while I'm finishing off my work. You guys have me in stitches most weeks, and you have it all. There's a special guest that you interview. I had the privilege and the honor of coming on with you guys one week. Had a lot of fun while I was there watching you. And you have like sports going on, and it's like a very colorful look at some of the things that are going on in sports.
Yeah,
and the
that's
cooking
before Vance comes
segment
on.
and the cooking segment is hilarious. I mean, instructions any bachelor can follow. Reese, you steer the ship on all of this. How the hell did you guys come up with this, Reese?
I wanted to talk to my friends. It started during all this COVID stuff, and I ended up moving back to Toronto. But I missed talking to my buddies, so I wanted to kind of do something that we could all do together on the internet. You know what I mean? So we started doing this. We started interviewing some people. I was doing something like this by myself, and I was like, nah, I want to do it with my buddies. But it was fun. Honestly, the very first episode with Walter, I can't remember what his name was that time. I'm sure it was something colorful. But it was a blast.
What? That's not the real story. He bullied us, Kim. Yeah,
Baby, shut up, man. I swear to God, I told you shut the fuck up. I gave you a part on the cookie segment.
He wasn't gonna let our parents go. He yelled
God.
for ransom. He didn't let him go, man.
Oh my God!
I'm telling you.
He's the only guy.
Pull him from the show. Pull him out.
Another month's over.
Reese is
so
the bully,
sorry.
is he?
I'm so sorry for yelling. These
He's
guys
the
are filthy
mafia
liars.
kingpin.
They're lying. This is a coup. They're trying to coup d'etat on this radio show.
Vance is taking over.
Canceling all of you.
No. But yeah, like he said, because we wanted to stay in touch, so that's how it all started. And here we are,
And we all have the internet.
And here, yeah, fantastic. Walter, you've got the dubious post of joint host next to Reese for the show, and I have to mention your names. You have a new name on the screen every week that you type in.
Yeah, because apparently Lyng is unpronounceable. So I use
Ayo.
I like to have fun, funny, like a fun little name. And I think it was actually, I don't know if it was Chris or it was Reese. Somebody was asking me how I come up, what my process is, how I come up with these names. And usually I get as high as I can about 5 minutes before the show, and I think of some nonsense, and that's my name. Yeah. Do we have any? I don't remember anything.
Some of the names that I've seen is MC Cock Gobbler, or Knob Gobbler, or Cock Gobbler. I mean, Reese, you have a list. Somebody has a list. Who's got the list?
There was recently Nutvember Drain.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Wow.
Some of them don't even sound names. There was I don't know, man. There was I think there was Count Cumula.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Some of them are pretty explicit. Yeah. I
don't
know why they're always so gross. But.
Yeah, he really leans into the.
What a cockstepper.
Yeah.
The cockstepper. That was good. Here comes the cockstepper. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm. That was the best one.
Yeah. So he leans into the whole phallic imagery. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I also used to write porn for a living. Fun fact. And
wow.
I think this is an extension of that.
Word.
Yeah. And of course we've got the sports. The very first show that I watched in you guys, and then the sports segment come on, I went, oh no way, they're going to cover sports. And then I started hearing about the sports, and it was like, oh, this is funny. You guys, you highlight some stuff that regular sportscasters seem to neglect.
Yeah, let me tell you, it's really crazy how I do the sports. Wow. Boom.
Well, that's Walter right there. I think Chris might have been dropped from the call.
Chris got dropped from the call.
I'm on it.
Hopefully we can call him back in.
I'm
that was
on
a great
it.
impression, Walter.
We'll get Chris back in to talk.
I was wondering why I didn't hear him.
We will get Chris back in. Yeah, we'll get Chris back in. Let's jump over
Walter's impression of Chris is very good.
Yeah,
I blame Walter.
And it actually is. It's very
good. Chris is back.
Over to Van.
Chris is back.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm blaming Walter for all of this.
Blame him all you want.
Saw Walter
the curse of the cock gobbler strikes again.
Cock gobbler. Watch out. I'm so sorry. Again, I just want to apologize to everybody.
Chris, I was asking. It's all good. It's all good, Reese. This is what I expected. This is perfect. You're comedians. I mean, this is how it goes when we have comedians on.
That's right.
No accountability or any kind of sense or any kind of reason or, fucking any wit. It's amazing they let us drive cars.
Jesus Christ. It's a real treat to be here. Go ahead.
How do you choose what you're going to talk to about sports when you get on this show? Some of the stuff you cover, it's not your mainstream media news.
Kim, I speak about what I want to talk about because I believe in satisfying an audience of one, being me, and then if anyone else is enjoying it, that is house money, as they say in the biz. And for me, I enjoy talking about the sports that I'm interested in, whether it's college football or a weird pitcher situation in baseball or hockey, booking Kid Rock for another All-Star game, whatever the case may be. The topic is going to be, it's going to matter to me, otherwise it won't matter to the audience.
And sometimes it still doesn't matter to the audience anyway.
That matters not at all to me.
But as you said, the audience of one yourself is very happy.
Yes.
Yes. Literally, as long as I'm satisfied with what I did. Nothing else matters to me. But also, you're talking to yourself basically when you do podcasts or radio.
All
And I
right.
think that should play a part in the overall way you approach it.
Your entertainment is important as well.
Otherwise, if you're not entertained, how's anybody else going to care? One of the brilliant things Walter does is, in spite of himself, people relate to him, and it's a way of connecting with people because no one actually understands Walter, but we all just admire his zaniness and, quite frankly, terrifying approach to life.
I've got to bring up the promo pic. I've got to bring up the promo pic that Reese sent me of Chris and Walter, who are on the bottom of the poster that we put out this week.
Oh, is this the describing picture segment that's really good on radio?
Well, I sent Reese a message and I said, "Who is this in the bottom picture?" I recognized Chris, but I'm like, "Who is this other guy?" Walter, I didn't know that was you. Where's your hair?
At that point, I don't know. How old is that? What is
He shaved it. He cut it for a movie. You cut it for a movie. It's my Facebook profile picture. You had cut it for a spot, not in a movie, in a pilot that we were filming for.
I was in a pilot.
A Canadian pilot. Canadian pilot.
Yeah, I'm going to big league everybody here. I was doing a pilot with Mike Patterson.
Canadian.
And K. Trevor Wilson. Okay?
It's still Canadian. All Canadian stuff.
It was very Canadian. And I played a cop in this with Derek Sagang also. This is an all-star motherfucking thing. I
was also in this.
You were also in it. That's true. And Patterson was like, Walter, you're gonna need to cut your hair and and your beard if you want to do this thing. And I was like, what if it's a cop with long hair and a beard though? And he's like, no, cut your fucking hair and your beard or else you're not in the project. So I cut my hair and my beard. So yeah, that's what happened there. But this is the longest my hair's ever been right now. So
yeah, and since that day, Walter
your hair
has run
right
away
now
from every barber in town.
Well, I don't blame him. Your hair, but you have this. My husband has very much the same hair as you. And so when I saw this picture, I said, "That's not Walter." Oh, and then, now I kind of know what my old man will maybe look like with short hair. And yeah, he shouldn't do that.
You refer to your husband as your old man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I love that.
He is.
Yeah, it's great.
What year is it?
My old man.
Yeah, I love how we're on a
been my old
Humanity
man
episode all of a sudden.
He's my old man for 40 years. Yeah,
Are you
for 40 years.
40 years?
Yeah.
40 years.
Do you have a door entryway that's covered in strands of beads?
No, but I do own ponchos for your first question. I do. I am very much a hippie. I am very much a hippie.
You have a basement full of patchouli?
No, but I don't have a basement, so that would be why.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but otherwise, yeah, it could be. I want to jump over to Vance. I want to talk about your cooking, and your infused munchies that you come up with. Some of them are pretty fucking creative, my friend. I actually tried one of your recipes.
Okay.
Oh, which ones are those?
I think is Vance here, or did he
I
get
did
back?
the apples. I did the apples.
Yeah, I'm here, but I think I'm lagging.
You're lagging?
Yeah, I did your apple
what else is new?
recipe. It was good.
What did you make, sorry, Kim?
It was the apple crisp and one apple there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm about to repeat that one tonight.
You fucking bullshit you were, man.
That's amazing.
Oh,
For those who didn't catch it, because if you didn't catch it last week, that it was too fire. It deserves a repeat.
You can't do back-to-back episodes with the same recipe, Vance.
Yeah,
You're
or
really
I
put
might do
together, Kim. We're really put together.
Yeah, tonight's gonna be something beautiful. It always is, man. But It just comes from basically these recipes. They come from the heart. You know what I mean? Because basically, being a member of the community and the cannabis community, and me being a person that gets the munchies every day, I just feel like, I know what the people want and to eat. So, especially when I thought about that prison tamale last week, like, not a lot of people know about that treat, but people should know about that treat. I felt like Ray Kroc when he found the McDonald's, because it was just a little store, but just because of him, it's a franchise. And that's when I see these little recipes, and then I'm like, you know what? People should know about them and enjoy them themselves, and infused too.
Yeah. All of it's infused. The one I found particularly interesting was your pasta chips. Your pasta chips, I found that fucking hilarious. You're making potato chips out of pasta. Bow-tie pasta.
I wanted to try.
Yeah, exactly. Those are good, especially when you're on some, like a trail mix type thing. When you're on the go. Matter of fact, I tried the pasta chips the other day. Actually, matter of fact, they deserve a repeat as well.
Hey, Venditto, did you eat a lot of dry pasta chips when you were a kid?
For me.
I'm keeping my mouth shut in this segment.
What about the pizza? What about the pizza in the cup, though?
Yo, that was great. I think I was with. Wasn't I with you for that one?
We were all with you on that one. It didn't work. You almost burned down
that's the one when we actually met up with Reese.
I don't know what the fuck you thought that was a good idea for.
No, it was great.
Reese was in town. Reese was in town. It was the worst one. It was when
that's the episode
Walter
where I
threw a shoe at me. He passed out on air. He threw a shoe at me.
Sometimes the throwing of the shoe is a show of appreciation, a show of outstanding performance.
No, this was more like George W. Bush getting pelted by the
shoes. He's a menace to society, but he's hilarious, This guy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too when that happened.
You thought about George Bush?
Yeah, exactly. When George Bush got hit with the shoe.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was the coolest thing George W. ever did in his presidency, actually, because and there wasn't a lot. It was like 8 years that was mostly bereft of coolness. But when he dodged those fucking shoes, and if you watch it back, he's got such a smirk on his face. And then the last thing that happens is his security guy goes up to him and he's ready to take, and George puts out a hand. He goes, "No, it's fine." I'm like, yeah, that's the best.
It showed he has good reaction skills. He moved quick.
But that was the only cool thing he ever did.
Now, I mean, the hilarity just never ceases with you guys. The one-liners are off the hook. You play off each other constantly, and it's so much fun. You do all of this on what's known as KGLTV, Kelly's Green Lounge Television, and the show is produced by a reverend. How's that working out? We love Kelly. She's so easygoing. But you four having a show produced by a reverend is a hilarity in itself.
Yeah, one day.
Very patient with us. He's very, very patient with us.
That's good.
Word.
That's good.
Matter of fact, I'm thinking, shout out to Kelly. I'm thinking from a coffee mug right now. Kelly Green Lounge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm constantly surprised Kelly has us back every week.
You all surprised. I actually make those names as filthy as I can. I make those names as filthy as I can just to get Kelly to try to get Kelly to say them. Because there's ongoing. That's why I do that. You just made me remember. I completely forgot why I did this. It's because she wouldn't swear. She wouldn't say filthy stuff. So I just I would use a really filthy, same thing as my name to try to get me to say my name. And she still hasn't done it.
No, and she loves Walter too. She's never snapped at Walter.
Just
And
hearing
it's like
her.
everyone who's ever met Walter has snapped at him at least 4 times in the first hour of meeting him. So the fact that Kelly is like been going on 2 years now of just like straight up loving Walter, it's a real
He's a saint.
miracle, you know.
Yeah.
He's a saint.
Getting her to say that, if she ever says any of your names, somebody better record that shit, because just hearing her speak words like that would be fucking, I'd be on the floor laughing for sure.
Shame. Shame.
I'll be talking to her on Monday.
Oh God. Oh yeah. It's a great mashup. She's got a fantastic platform. She's a great lady, of course. We all just tease her in jest, of course. Much love to you, Kelly. The sense of humor on her has got to be amazing to put up with you for every week. That's for sure. Her sitting there, listening to it all and running the board. It's quite the mashup.
Well, I mean, you know, for him, at the end of the day, a lot of it's coughing and hawking our lungs out. So the talk time that Kelly has to keep up with it's a lot, actually. It's awful. I don't know how she does it. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It makes no sense. And sometimes Vance will check in with 4 cameras. So, you know, Vance comes in with his multicam setup. That's a lot to deal with, you know?
He's a pro.
Yeah.
He's prepared, baby. It's the most prepared segment in entertainment, baby.
Sometimes it looks ridiculous.
Sometimes we look ridiculous. I think often we look ridiculous. Good time.
Oh,
Yeah.
One time I passed out on Reese.
amazing.
What's that, Rolly?
That
I said one time I passed out on Reese.
He did. He actually physically passed out
Passed out?
against me.
You passed out?
Yeah,
on the
on
show.
air, but multiple times off air.
Yeah, you have to. I think you have to go and check back to the August.
Multiple times.
Yeah, we need to go to the August section of the show, and I think you can catch Walter passing out on me live.
Yeah.
Everybody's seeing
Yeah.
it. Oh.
With a beach day every day in my hand.
The best of all. Everything.
You know, these are just available in Montreal.
This is the best.
Beach day every day. Beach day
every day.
That's our plug. That's our plug for the plug section. We're just gonna keep plugging.
You know
Beach
what?
Day every
We're
day.
gonna keep plugging. We're gonna keep plugging the seltzer company until somebody calls us.
It asks us to stop.
Hey,
If any
Hey,
seltzer company wants
hey.
to sponsor Walter and I,
hey, chef.
and the show,
I need to talk to the chef. I got a question for the chef.
Vance,
all right.
Vance, wake up.
All right. Now, I find
Vance
that...
Michael.
Well, they encourage
Yeah.
dedicated during the show.
The,
You know what
I-
I'm saying? I'm meditating hard right
The Chef Venditto.
good, though.
Did they get that?
Talk to
Oh,
me.
we just lost somebody. Just hang on. We just lost somebody. Somebody just dropped from the call. I don't know which one he just dropped, but someone did.
I'm still
You're
here.
there? Okay, the chef's here. Okay. Now, I find that a lot of people are interested in recipes. I found that over the many years that we've been doing this. And what I wonder is, what is your favorite recipe?
Oh, snap. Yo, you know what? I'm going to tell you what's my favorite recipe, B. And I hope you guys actually follow this through. My top recipe is that pizza popcorn.
Pizza popcorn.
Pizza popcorn. Infused pizza popcorn.
Yeah, it was an infused pizza popcorn. That thing was
What
crazy.
the fuck is that popcorn?
It was the pop. Remember that popcorn I put in the bag with the pepperoni and the butter and the herb,
Oh, I might have missed
garlic
that one.
powder, onion powder, and I shaked it up.
I might have missed
And I did
that.
a little shake dance in front of the camera. And then the comedian was like, "Yo, everything was looking all good until he put everything in the bag and shaked it all up."
Yo, Vance, I just got a genius idea. We should do a holiday. We should do a holiday one, and we should make this recipe, this Jamie Oliver recipe that I bust out in the holidays. And it's like a leftover turkey and leek pie, and we could like infuse the shit out of that. We should try that. But the whole thing is made in like a microwave.
That's too much.
No, bro, no. That's all made from leftovers.
So much.
I'm getting messages.
You know what?
I'm getting messages from people saying, "Hook me up. I want some pizza popcorn."
That's
Was
fire.
it the Ninja Turtles who messaged you?
Fire. I tell you the next recipe though. I got the next top recipe I got is the Nutella fudge thing that I did like 3 weeks
Jesus
ago.
fucking
Now,
Christ,
that was
man.
fire.
Find another,
That was fire,
find
bro.
another slant.
That was fire though.
Yeah,
That was fire. I did that. That's on repeat. Matter of fact, we got to repeat that one again, G.
You'll have to have a
perfect holiday recipe.
You'll have to have a holiday recipe segment or something.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Is that? Nah, but I got the holiday recipe on the watch. Matter of fact, these next week's festive, very festive.
Okay.
Really,
Very festive.
looking
Very festive.
really looking at the calendar and planning that out. When are you, man?
I love it.
And all these recipes, I mean, the Bachelor can follow these recipes. It's not rocket science. You don't. It's not real difficult, and it's all stuff that you have in your house.
You know what I mean? We talking about Cannabis Kings coming soon.
Ooh,
Nice.
that sounds
Nice.
good. That sounds good.
Nice.
Well, guys, I gotta jump in here and let you know it's break time. It's time for us to take a commercial.
Okay.
All right, and
Go for
another
commercial
opportunity. It's another opportunity for me to slaughter your names.
Well, let's try it again.
All right, here we go.
Me too.
All right, here we go. Break time, off we go. When we return, Kim and I will continue our talk with our guests, Reese Turner, Chris Venditto, Walter Lyng, and Vance Michel of the Late Night
Boom,
Sesh.
baby.
Dude, you nailed it.
Hey,
One
rock
hundo.
it.
All right.
Amazing.
Amazing. All right, that's good. All right, this Pace Radio Show, we are live here at paceradio.net.
George, I think he's
You're
got
listening
it.
to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
At Legacy 420, we believe in being different.
Experience the difference of quality control.
Our labs provide tested formulations for all of our products.
Experience the difference in trust.
Our customers can trust that we are following up-to-date COVID precautions for their safety.
Experience the difference in accessibility.
We're open 7 days a week. Please visit our website, legacy420.com, or contact us for curbside pickup as well as nationwide mail order shipping.
Legacy 420 values overall wellness.
Come and experience the difference of Legacy 420.
The Pace Radio Network is the place to be for all your information from the world of psychedelics because we are pleased to bring our listeners 2 shows focusing on psychedelic therapy in the world of natural medicine. First up, we have Open Your Eye, which airs on the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of each month. Open Your Eye is a 90-minute video podcast with Kim Cooper and Cindy Howell interviewing patients and professionals in the space. Patient stories, facilitators, lawyers, and others discuss their journeys and endeavors involving psychedelic medicine. But they're not done, because Kim and Cindy are back on alternate Tuesdays at 7 p.m. with Psychedelic Reporters as they bring along the show's mascot, Bufo, aka the Colorado Mud Toad, who is scouring the news wires for all the latest in psychedelic news. He then passes it on to Kim and Cindy to cover in this 60-minute video news podcast. So tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern for Psychedelic Tuesdays right here on the Pace Radio Network, found at paceradio.net.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more, we've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop, 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
What do you find at paceradio.net? People advocating cannabis education.
A doctor's job is to relieve your pains. And when it comes to growing cannabis, the biggest pain is trimming. Let Dr. Buck Cannabis Trimming Solutions take the pain away. Whether you're a home grower or a commercial operation, we have the cure. From 4 plants to 400 plants, garden size doesn't matter. Dr. Buck Cannabis Trimming Solutions comes to you with years of experience and professional discreet service. It's simple. We trim your weed and we do a damn good job. Visit drbuckcts.com to book your trimming.
CP operates a medicinal cannabis signing clinic. If you want to grow your own medicinal cannabis and are located anywhere in Canada, then I'd like to suggest that you give them a call. They can be reached at 1-613-967-9888. That's 1-613-967-9888, and grow on with CP.
Growing your own vegetables, flowers, or even medicinal plants can be a challenge without the right equipment and proper know-how. At BMA Hydroponics, not only are they your urban horticultural experts and suppliers, but their staff holds the customer's needs paramount to making a sale. Family-owned with decades of experience and knowledge, they offer free advice in person, by phone, or email. BMA Hydroponics wants to ensure you have the advice you need, which is why you'll find tips and tricks on different ways to grow, like wick, ebb and flow, drip, or aeroponic system, as well as other helpful links at bmahydroponics.com. If you can't find what you're looking for, just let them know, and they'll do everything they can to get what you're looking for. At BMA Hydroponics, each staff member also possesses a federal exemptee MMAR license, making their strong suit empathy, experience, and dedication to their customers. Because when you know how to grow, you'll have results that make you proud. BMA Hydroponics in Belleville, Ontario. Visit bmahydroponics.com.
We are people advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.
All right, you good, bud?
Hello and welcome back. You're listening to the Pace Radio Show. We are live here at paceradio.net. If you missed our live show, you can always catch the podcast afterwards at paceradioshow.com. Tonight on the show we have 4 guests, and let's see how I make out with the names this time. First, we got Berner Reese, we got Chris Venditto, Walter Lyng Vance Michel of the Late Night Show on KGLTV. Plus, we joined us with Kim Kimmer and Reese.
Benito.
I love that.
You know what's funny? What's funny about that is that the Reese one was intentional, but he totally botched mine. He did the Reese one as a bit, but then also botched mine.
Venditto.
Oh, that's the best. You can't even write that.
No, I know.
He pronounced your name like it was an aperitif at the wedding.
Hey, people pronounce mine Graham. Just so you know.
That's the same. Yeah.
I know how you know. I know how you feel, man.
I hear you.
I knew this was going to be a funny night, man. I have not stopped laughing since we got these guys on the line for sound check. That's what happens when you've got 4 comedians in the house. It's hilarity from beginning to end. And you guys have me in stitches, that's for sure. The off-the-cuff stuff that you guys do, it just flows. The 4 of you are really make quite the foursome, playing off of each other.
Earlier. We actually got together.
We had a Zoom call earlier, and
this is all written down. I have pages.
All the specifics. You know, it's a lot of preparation.
This is all written. This is what we're saying right now is written.
It's really got to roll the bear, cross the bear.
It's all written.
Because people don't realize how much work it takes to to produce a show and create a
Hours,
show.
hours,
You spend
Brandon,
hours
hours.
writing all this material.
The man hours. And if you think of it all together cumulatively, it's a 40-hour work week, the prep that goes into our show every week.
I think
and,
so, yeah.
that's a dedication that gets us very far.
Reese says next year we're
I
getting
have, I have weekly meditation sessions just to prepare myself every week for this.
It brings you
goes
peace.
up once a month.
And daily
my
medication sessions also as well.
Well,
my
that's
favorite moments.
Right?
The medication? I think so. Yeah. No, my favorite moments with Vance on the show, Kim, are when he's surprised to be on air. You know? Those are the best. When Vance is like, oh, shit, the show. Oh, man, yeah. Reese, I'm at McDonald's.
Yeah, that was the best.
This is the segment this week. We're gonna infuse the sweet and sour sauce.
All right.
And then that's what it is. All right, Reese. Vance out. On location. Vance is a genius that has no equal. It's a blessing to see. You should check into the show just to see Vance's segments. People tell me all the time.
Speaking of,
your segments, Chris, on sports are quite funny as well. The very first one that I watched, I was like, oh, you're going to talk about sports? I got a sports segment for you guys to cover. You got to come out to Northern Ontario next July 10th and cover the 7-10 Stoner Games.
Oh my God! Could I do? Could you give us exclusive rights for media?
Yeah.
We'll do the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll cover the whole thing.
We'll do the whole thing. And cover to cover, profiles, whatever you need. Whatever you need. This is like. Kim, where is this?
It's a lot of fun.
Kim,
a lot of fun.
Kim, where's it held? Where do you hold them?
Where am I? Where do I hold them? I hold them on my farm. It's pretty far, dudes, but you'll have a blast if you make it up. We're about 2 hours north of North Bay.
Kim, have you ever seen College Game Day?
You could drive to Connecticut. You could drive to Connecticut by the time you got to Kim's.
No.
That's pretty close to them, I think, in Montreal.
Oh, no,
well, coming from Montreal, you go through North Bay anyway.
Oh, right, yeah.
Before you hit Toronto, so you come north.
Well, there you
from
go.
There instead of
it's July. It's fine. We're going. We're doing this. We're taking 2 weeks off. How long are the games?
Oh, it's a weekend. It's for the weekend, the 7-10 July 10th weekend. It ends on July 10th. It's Friday to Sunday. And we have a blast.
Oh,
well,
fantastic!
Well, I know this, Kim, for sure. Check it after today's radio show. You know what I'm saying? The price for us is gonna go up. So by then, maybe for the weekend.
Kim, go listen to Vance exclusively.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Because yesterday's fight. It's not today's fight.
Not today's fight.
The late night search boys today. You know what I'm saying?
I want to hear Chris's commentary on the Stoner Games. I think that would be fucking hilarious. And Reese, you steering the ship through all of this with Walter at your side. You got your hands full, my friend.
Listen, I figured I got to relax today and watch two other people try to steer this chaos. You know, it's a circus, and I'm glad that I'm part of it.
Like you don't light the fire. Like you don't light the fire.
What are you talking about? I don't do nothing.
You start the chaos, and then you enjoy the chaos. I mean, and it's kind of what Kim has done tonight here on this show. Is she's ignited chaos and then enjoyed it, and we bring chaos. I think this is what we've even on a phoner in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
We're bringing the chaos, baby.
Okay, Kim, Al, one more time. I'd just like to go ahead and apologize for everybody and our behavior so far.
There's a disclaimer on that one, permanent.
Owner?
No. Although middle of winter's too soon and premature as well. It's not even the start of winter yet. It's still summer.
It's still fall. Still good.
Fall.
Yeah.
We're still in fall.
Yeah,
we're still in fall, but it is winter out there. Don't.
It could also be summer.
It's winter.
Yeah, it's cold. Well, I know here on Saturday they're talking like a plus 11 where I'm located, and I'm east of Toronto. I'm midway between Toronto and Montreal almost. So you guys drive by. You know.
Reese, what about Saga on the weekend?
It's supposed to be 13. Supposed to be 13 on Saturday.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're not getting back to double digits where I am.
Hey, Kim, I saw your double digits. They had a minus sign.
Yeah, minus.
Oh, no.
In front of it. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Minus 20 something, 21 did I see?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yes, Tuesday morning was minus 29.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Well, we're coming up in July. We might not do the Stoner Winter Games. We might not do the Stoner Winter Games.
The winter
there's
boner
no
game.
winter game. Yeah, no, there's no winter games, man. Everybody be icicles.
What's the chances of snow in July, though?
Ah, geez.
No, we don't get it. No.
Well, yeah, no.
No.
That's what we're going to start. How about with that?
Winter games.
We're going to start to add that segment in. We need to find a weather person. We're going to add weather into the late night sesh.
Yeah, the show was lacking different segments.
Yeah. We're debuting a new segment tonight. It's going to be great.
Yeah, no, the 1 hour weekly was missing segments already.
We're going to keep throwing segments in. All segments all the time.
Everybody
Absolutely.
got a segment.
Everybody got a segment.
Do the Scarface of the segments, Bubba.
You got a segment. I got a segment.
You got a segment. Everybody got a segment.
Hey, yo, you know what? They should have a segment, like a Lego building segment.
You think I'm going to let my kid be on this show?
May could be on the show anytime. She's always in bed by the time we go on.
Yeah, my kid, she's got
with a Lego building thing.
She's 4.
I'll be interested in that because a lot of people get Legos. Yeah, a lot of people get Legos and just build on whatever in front of the box. But if you get Legos and just start building things from your mind, you know what I mean? You got a little kid showing you how to build Legos to what to do without the box.
A little kid building with Mega Block industry compatible bricks.
Hey,
there we go. We got a Connect sponsor. Here we go.
No,
it's not sponsor. It's not sponsor. It's barely an endorsement.
Reverend,
but we got a Mega Block Connect, buddy.
Reverend Kelly,
copywriter. What are you thinking? What are you going to do for us?
We got a Connect. We get a meeting.
Talking about Lego.
A meeting.
Talking about
price is not today's price, Chris.
You should get a Lego house. Build a Lego house.
Block's house.
Yeah, Reverend Kelly and I reported on a hemp Lego blocks that you could build houses with. Yeah.
I bet
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, hemp Lego blocks. Yeah, you have to ask her tonight.
Right now. Matter of fact, that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm doing a Lego.
Sometimes I think my dreams were memories too.
You get Lego with the toaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You ever drop a toaster in the bathtub?
Listen, I want to touch on the comedy scene for each one of you. Time's ticking away, and I know you guys got to leave early to do another show. Yeah, what's going on with the comedy scene? I know a lot moved online, but it seems that clubs and stuff are starting to open and stuff's starting to happen again a little bit. What's it like out there in Montreal right now? What have you all got going on? Let's start with Vance. We ended with Vance last time, so let's start with Vance this time.
Oh, okay. Well, to start off, I got my we got the weekly comedy show that I do every Monday at Hurley's Irish Pub. That's been back on and popping, and I host that every week with Walter Lyng. It's called the World's Smallest Open Mic, baby.
Mic, baby.
Yeah, it's a mic that me and Walter, we started like 3 years ago, and we just had a 100th edition last week.
100, right on.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations, guys. That's awesome.
Congratulations. Not last week. I think 2 days ago, I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
There you
I've
go.
been going hard last one.
Yeah, so after the weeklies, it's I've just been doing other shows. It's like there's been more open mics. There's open mic. See, that's the thing. There's way more shows than ever out here. You got the clubs back open, the other independent shows, and then there's way more independent, way more shows. You got even Chris just did his show at Baba Zuzu, got another show. Walter and Chris and them got a show coming on Cafe Cleopatra really soon. So it's like, and then because of that, because of this, it's like it's fortunate, like we're able to do comedy almost every day.
Right.
Nice.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Montreal's popping. So Walter, you're in on that with Vance. What else you got going on, hon?
Well, Vance pretty much just plugged all my projects. Other than that, I'm banned from 90% of venues in town, and just living my best.
Other than that, I can't do much else. My options are quite limited.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do it all for the kids. I just try to do it for the boys. I'm trying to we're doing it for the boys. I'm just here to help people out at this point. I don't need a championship at this point in my career. I just want to help out the young guys, get a step ahead. If I could be part of a great promotion like this at this great time in cannabis media, then by God, I'm gonna do it. I think I'm good for one last run here.
Amazing. That was amazing.
This guy's always good for a Cody Rhodes.
That's right.
It's like verbatim too. He's watched it twice and he picked it up. That's the magic right there, baby. That's how the sausage is made. Woo!
All right, Chris, what's going on in your scene?
Walter and Vance covered it. But it's a great day. It's Panettone season out here, Kim. Everyone's getting a Panettone from old Chrissy, so it's a good time. Listen, go to a live comedy show in your town, whether it's in North Bay or Thunder Bay or whatever other bay. But, just get out and support local comedy. It's a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Local comedy is where it's at. You guys coming together like this every single week and just doing it up and making the people laugh. And holy shit, we need to laugh, don't we?
I think so. I think it's important if you're not laughing, you're dying, so there's no time for dying. Just laugh.
Yeah, well, they say laughter is the best medicine, right?
Yeah, right next to penicillin,
I heard you talking about that. And there's a French version of it that we get here in Northern Ontario, and the name escapes me. Creton? Is that right?
Espresso.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretzel. Yeah.
It's like a
and
pate.
I heard you guys talking about that last night, the other night, a couple of weeks ago when you were discussing it on the show, and I wasn't able to chime in fast enough. But I love that stuff, man. And no, it's not like head cheese. It's more like liverwurst.
No.
Yeah.
It's like a drier pate. You know,
Yeah,
the way
it's a coarse
I
pate.
Yeah.
It's a crumble pate.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't. It looks weird. Tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Really?
I buy it all the time. I love it. It's very good. It's more like a liverwurst consistency than a head cheese. It's not like head cheese at all. I don't like head cheese. I like croton.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm cringing back here. Oh, just the liver part of that. Just.
It's like a pate. It's like a pate. Very, very good. Very, very good. I enjoy it myself too. So I'm with you there, Chris. I'm going to go over to Reese, the captain of this hilarity ship of yours that you're running over here. What's going on in comedy with you, Reese? Besides
I got some stuff. I got on the 17th of December, performing at Sing Comedy out in Bradford. So that's like West Gwillimbury area. It's in between Toronto and Kingston. That should be a lot of fun. I've got a bunch of shows coming up. I got some shows with Puff Mama coming up, which going to be a good time. So yeah, and we got the late night sesh every Wednesday. So check that out. Be sure to check that out.
Nice.
Good,
Yes. Puff Mama shows are always great. I had the honor and the privilege over Karma weekend, which of course Karma didn't happen, but the event didn't happen, but the cup still happened, and I still went to Toronto for my yearly trip down to Toronto. I go Karma every year, whether it happens or not. I'm still going, and I'm still partying for Karma, and we wound up Puff Mama's Comedy in the Park the Sunday of Karma weekend. It got rained out. So we were all going, and I had a house full of people that were going. I rented a big ass house, and I rent out all the rooms, and there's 10 of us that drive around all over the place and attend the different events. And so I called Joanne and Joey, and I said, hey, you need a venue? I got this big ass house that I rented. And so she brought Comedy in the Park to our Airbnb in September. That was fucking off the hook.
Awesome.
That was off the hook.
I love working with Puff Mama. Puff Mama's an OG, and she puts on some really great shows around Toronto.
Yeah.
So I'm very lucky to get to work with her on those.
I always enjoyed the lounge, going there and seeing the comedians and stuff. It was always part of our, when we came into Toronto, because I'm out of the city, and it was always part of our tours to stop in at the lounges.
Got to go to Puff Mama's.
Yeah.
Underground. Underground is pretty unique.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was awesome. Love the Underground. It was fantastic. It was part of my yearly tour every year. Going in the Underground was part of it, and very much missed when she's doing the Comedy in the Parks and finding other venues and keeping the comedians together. Just fantastic job that she's doing down there. I was happy to be able to offer up a venue to save the show that night, because a lot of people wanted to see the comedians, and the comedians were stoked to play for a live audience that they hadn't done for quite a while. So I was happy to provide a venue that night, and we all had a blast. So great lady. So I'm glad to see you doing some stuff with Puff Mama on her tours. That's awesome. You guys are fantastic. You've had me laughing all night. And this is the show right here. This is the late night sesh. This is what you guys do every Wednesday on KGLTV.
That's it. Every Wednesday at 10 p.m. KGLTV. Find it on YouTube, on everything.
It's a lifestyle. It's really a lifestyle, you know.
Yeah.
Late night sesh for life.
And it's
a vibe.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Exactly.
Every Wednesday, baby.
It's a vibe.
Okay,
feel
Cam,
my vibe, baby.
Take the vibe.
Cam, I see we got about 8 minutes to the commercial. How much time do you need for shout-outs?
Yeah, let's let's do your shout outs, because I know you guys are under the gun. You got to go and set up for your next show. You got to do tonight, KGLTV. You'll be on the late night session tonight after the night show.
You already know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got to set up the kitchen. I got to set the lights. I got to set up the mindset. I got to do all of that. You know?
This is part of that 40 hours. Part of that 40 hours we were talking about.
Smoke lots of joints.
And then after that, the roll call starts at 9:45. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get in the studio.
You don't need to give the whole schedule. Come on. You told them how the sausage is made, buddy.
Yeah, Vance. What's that about, Vance? What are we?
We don't give away the special sauce.
Jesus.
Okay, my bad. I was just
how secret?
Come on.
I was just breaking it. I was breaking down, but I guess I broke down while I broke it down. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a double breakdown. Nobody wants those.
Christ almighty. All right. Let's do shout-outs, guys. And thank you again for coming on the show. Now is an opportunity to give a shout-out. Person, place, thing, website, anything like that. Where can people find you, keep track of you, social media, hashtags, all of that kind of stuff. Let's start off with Captain. El Capitan, Mr. Turner.
All right, find me on Instagram, RE_ReeseT. Find me, find my friends, find Chris Venditto, find Walter Lyng, find Vance Michel, find these people too. Check out local comedy wherever you live. These are my shout-outs. Find your local scene and support the shit out of it. We need people to come out and watch more than ever. So come do that. And follow me on Instagram, RE_ReeseT. Do it. And do it now.
Do it now.
I tried to be aggressive at the end. It didn't work. I'm a bit faded.
Let's go jump over to Chris. Chris, shout-outs from you, hon.
It's Chris Venditto on everything on the socials. Thank you so much, guys, for having us on and letting us do our thing. We really appreciate it. You're very kind, and best of luck for you guys in the future. Thanks for having us. I really appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, thanks to you guys too. It's good to have a laugh.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next.
We all need to laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, Walter, you're up.
Yeah. What's up? Yeah, you could find my Plenty of Fish profile. It's under the name Freddie Delio.
Yeah.
If you look, my inbox is open to anybody. So you just slide right in.
It's an open house. It's an open house.
Oh, but seriously, folks,
no cover.
It's been a good time. We've had a lot of laughs, and now I want to talk about the kids. But my Twitter is at Wally Good Times. My Instagram is Walter Lyng, I guess, and Facebook is also Walter Lyng.
Awesome.
Nailed it.
Awesome. And
Find me on MySpace at Freddie Fidelio 69.
Okay, one more to go, right?
Oh, I'm never sure if Walter's done. I'm never sure if Walter's actually done.
Neither am I.
All right, Vance, you're up. Give us some shout-outs, hon. How can people find you?
You can follow me at VBleezy on Instagram, and then you can follow my other Instagrams on at Coffee Talk, which is a podcast that's on Spotify, iTunes, and Google. Then you can follow me at Rapid_Flames, which is a podcast which is on Spotify, iTunes, and Google. Then you can follow me on Facebook too, Vance Michel. Then you could follow those Facebook page, Rapid Flames. You can follow the Facebook page of World's Smallest Open Mic as well. You can follow the Facebook page at Coffee Talk. Then you can follow me on Twitter at Vito Blaze. Then you can also subscribe to my OnlyFans on Vance Michel.
Excellent, yes.
Excellent.
You
And
can
of
catch me
course,
on LinkedIn
every
too.
Wednesday.
LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn
I'm on Tumblr. Yeah, Tumblr. Yeah, I just opened a TikTok. I'm just trying to get around. Trying to get those.
How do you keep up with all that social media? Wow.
I know, that's a lot, man. Holy shit. That Vito Blaze is out there, man. And of course, you guys are all together every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on KGLTV, which is on KGL, Kelly's Green Lounge, on Facebook or on YouTube. Yeah, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. And it's the Late Night Sesh.
4 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah. Right after we get done here, you switch over to Facebook, and you can watch that.
Yeah, it's on Facebook as well as YouTube.
Good stuff.
Yeah, sometimes we do giveaways, so who knows?
Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're part of my Wednesday night pretty much every week. Like I say, I'm usually finishing off my work. I'm usually finishing off my work on the computer, and I'll get the pop-up, and it's like, oh, the boys are on, and I'll throw it on while I continue working. And you guys keep me in stitches most Wednesdays, that's for sure. I enjoy listening and watching the show, and I have a blast every week. The sports is great, and the sports is great. I love the cooking segment with Vance is always interesting, to say the least. And waiting for Walter's name to pop up. That's one of the first things I do. Oh, is I look. Oh, what's he calling himself? Oh, and I laugh my ass off. And watching poor Reese trying to steer this ship week after week. It's a night filled for fun for sure. And I encourage everybody out there to check them out.
Yeah, give it a watch. And don't encourage Walter and his name.
You'll have to tune in tonight to find out who he is tonight.
I got a good one on deck.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, time for that commercial break. Kim, you got any more things you want to get in before we say goodbye?
I got tons, but we'll get them back one at a time in the future. As time goes on, we'll have you back for a repeat next in 2022, guys, because it's always a laugh a minute with every one of you. I'd love to have you back on someday soon. In the meantime, peace out, and thank you so much for joining us tonight on the Pace Radio Show. Really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
All right, after that break, for our listeners, you're going to hear about our sponsors. But first, a thank you and a goodbye to our guests, Reese Turner, Chris Venditto, Walter Lyng, and Vance Michel of KGLTV's Late Night Sesh. Kim and I will return after the break. You're listening to the Pace Radio Show here at Pace Radio.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
Growing your own vegetables, flowers, or even medicinal plants can be a challenge without the right equipment and proper know-how. At BMA Hydroponics, not only are they your urban horticultural experts and suppliers, but their staff holds the customer's needs paramount to making a sale. Family-owned with decades of experience and knowledge, they offer free advice in person, by phone, or email. BMA Hydroponics wants to ensure you have the advice you need, which is why you'll find tips and tricks on different ways to grow, like wick, ebb and flow, drip, or aeroponic system, as well as other helpful links at bmahydroponics.com. If you can't find what you're looking for, just let them know, and they'll do everything they can to get what you're looking for. At BMA Hydroponics, each staff member also possesses a federal exemptee MMAR license, making their strong suit empathy, experience, and dedication to their customers. Because when you know how to grow, you'll have results that make you proud. BMA Hydroponics in Belleville, Ontario. Visit bmahydroponics.com.
CP operates a medicinal cannabis signing clinic. If you want to grow your own medicinal cannabis and are located anywhere in Canada, then I'd like to suggest that you give them a call. They can be reached at 1-613-967-9888. That's 1-613-967-9888. And grow on. with CTCP.
PACE Radio is the People Advocating Cannabis Education Radio Network.
A doctor's job is to relieve your pains. And when it comes to growing cannabis, the biggest pain is trimming. Let Dr. Buck Cannabis Trimming Solutions take the pain away. Whether you're a home grower or a commercial operation, we have the cure. From 4 plants to 400 plants, garden size doesn't matter. Dr. Buck Cannabis Trimming Solutions comes to you with years of experience and professional discreet service. It's simple. We trim your weed and we do a damn good job. Visit drbuckcts.com to book your trimming.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more, we've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop, 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
The People Advocating Cannabis Education Radio Network, found at paceradio.net, provides its listeners with news, information, and a place to be heard. This is done through our 5 weekly live video and audio broadcasts that cover cannabis and psychedelic news, plus those we interview. We get started Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern with the Reefer Reporters. Then at 9 p.m. we are live with Canada Quebec. Tuesday brings you Open Your Eye or the Psychedelic Reporters at 7 p.m. Wednesday at 8, we are live with the Pace Radio Show, but we're not done yet, because on Thursday, the Reefer Reporters return with another Reefer Report. Meanwhile, once a month, Thursdays bring you the Grassroots Advocate, the Pace Radio Network's audio magazine. All these shows, plus more, are found right here on paceradio.net.
At Legacy 420, we believe in being different.
Experience the difference of quality control.
Our labs provide tested formulations for all of our products.
Experience the difference in trust.
Our customers can trust that we are following up-to-date COVID precautions for their safety.
Experience the difference in accessibility.
We're open 7 days a week. Please visit our website, legacy420.com, or contact us for curbside pickup as well as nationwide mail order shipping.
Legacy 420 values overall wellness.
Come and experience the difference of Legacy 420.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
Hey, welcome back and thanks for tuning in to the Pace Radio Show. We are being broadcasted live here at paceradio.net as well as at paceradioshow.com. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, catch the Reefer Reporters, Cindy and Ron. They'll be giving out, talking about 10 of their top picked reefer, cannabis, ganja, whatever you'd like to call it, news stories. And you can catch them on our Facebook page for the Pace Radio Network, as well as the Reefer Reporters page on Facebook, as well as on the Pace Radio Network's YouTube page. Our guests, Reese Turner, Chris Venditto, Walter Lyng, and Vance Michel of KGLTV's Late Night Sesh. They had to depart early. They got a show tonight at 10 o'clock, so they left. But my joint host, Northern Ontario Kim, is still here with me. Good evening, Kim. We got some news to cover here.
Good evening. We do. I want to shout out to the guys one more time. I mean, that was hilarious. It was the most just chaotic show that we've ever done, filled with laughter. I have never laughed in the 8 years of doing this broadcast with you. I have not laughed that much from beginning to end of a single show before. It was, I knew it was going to be a fun night, but man, that was hilarious.
Because, we're always, really, a lot of our shows, a majority of our shows are very serious, talking about the patients and stuff like that, and what, the benefits and different places where they can go and things like that. And so for them to come on and bring a smile to our face and laugh, doing it through the radio, you don't see them, and I would think that seeing them would even be that much funnier, and I don't know how much more I could laugh.
It is. It is. You got to tune into the show on YouTube or on Kelly's Green Lounge on Facebook. You can catch them at 10 o'clock. They're funny. They're funny boys. That's for sure.
I know I'm going to be catching them tonight. I know that.
They're funny guys, that's for sure. I was glad to have them on tonight. So shout out to them again.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming on and joining us and making us all laugh for a change.
It's always nice that we're be able to accommodate. When we want guests on and they say, hey, well, we got to do this or that or whatever, and we can make adjustments and a lot of things. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and that's why we're doing our news story at the end of today's show instead of the start, so that the boys could bail early to get prepared for their next show. So we do have a news story today, and it's an interesting one. Apparently, there's from Global Newswire. It says bud tenders name best cannabis strains for sleep, stress, sex, and more.
There you go. People always ask, what strain's best for this? What strain's best for that? This will help give people an idea.
Yeah. So somewhere in this range of stuff, there's other brands or subsets of these particular brands that may do better for one than another. All of that stuff is individual, but this will give you a baseline if you're just not sure.
Exactly. And this first thing here that they talk about is more about the way that the first time purchaser feels. Like I know last Friday was the first time I walked into an OCS store and actually purchased something. So
you did finally, did you?
Yes, I did.
Eh?
Yeah, I did. I actually did during the last Friday. I picked it up. I traveled to 3 stores and I dropped off Treating Yourself magazines and Grassroots Advocates stuff to 3 stores that are within a 30-minute, like 30 minutes one way, 30 minutes another way, 30 minutes a different direction. To get to stores, so that's the closest ones to me presently, and so I asked them about beverages, and all they had was teas, and I don't like teas, and then they had carbonated drinks, and I can't have carbonated drinks because of my Crohn's disease, and it's too painful. Sparkling waters, I can't drink them either. Carbonated. So one of the stores, the store in Sterling, they had a product called Kiss. And it's a shot. It's 30 milliliters. That's all there is in it. And there's 10 milligrams of THC in it. Very little CBD in it. And it's only, like I said, 30 milliliters.
It's
just
a shot.
And it's mango flavored. And it's like a juice. It's not like... Yeah.
You drink a shot of mango juice and get a 30 and get a 10 milligram buzz.
10 milligrams. So I did one at the beginning of the Reefers Reporters. What I did is I went right into video during the show. Because you know how we use the avatars. And I showed everybody the bottle. And then I drank it and did a review on it. And I got 2 of them. So then I drank a second one going into the commercial break. And then we did a little review of it all at the end of the Reefer Reporters. So that was my first purchase.
Yeah.
I wasn't nervous. But according to this survey, 32.5 people were nervous. 32.5% of the people were nervous going in and getting their first purchase.
Yeah, and 19.11% are eager, and just above 15% are embarrassed.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at this going, embarrassed? and 10% dressed to avoid recognition. Got the sunglasses on.
Gotta go incognito going into the pot store. Oh, nobody can see me.
Is that the long trench coat, the sunglasses, and the big hat?
It's funny to see that these kind of percentages still exist.
After
legalization.
Yeah, really. It's that was interesting. So, best strains for sleep. Actually, because there's a sleep study that came, or not a report on sleeping.
I saw it. That's God. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it.
Well, yeah, you're not going to sleep if you smoke sativa.
Well, there was, I know that there was one person, I believe it was Nikki, who posted on Kelly's Green Lounge, because Kelly asked people their opinions on this. And I believe that Nikki said that she was sativa smokers.
Yeah,
which is the only one I saw. I'm like you, I completely agree. Like normally, people who associate
there's anomalies. I think there's anomalies in everything. Because I'm with that girl.
Correct.
I
There is.
smoke sativa from morning until night. I rarely smoke an indica. And if I smoke an indica, within an hour, I'm going to bed. And it doesn't matter what's going on, I'm going to bed.
There you go, yeah. Well,
as soon as I smoke an indica, right? But I smoke a big ass dab of sativa on my way to bed every night.
Really?
But
eh?
I'm heard an anomaly. I mean, that doesn't happen for most people.
Yeah, and because it can get your mind going quick, and maybe not. Some people with the sativas it speeds things up or doesn't allow them to slow down. They say here, Blackberry Kush, Master Kush, and Purple Punch seem to be the top three. Now, this survey was done amongst 1,000 professional bud tenders. I'm going to say in the U.S. because this is out of Austin, Texas. So 1,000 bud tenders. Yeah.
Yeah, in the legal market from the legal states down south of the border, absolutely. And a lot of this will be personal experience for these bud tenders, and a lot of it will be anecdotal through, speaking to their clients. The guy comes in every week and he buys this because it helps him go to sleep.
Exactly.
So, this is where their experience come from, people voting with their dollars. Best strains for sex. Apparently, number one is Rainbow at 15.91% THC, Trainwreck at 11.93%, and Watermelon Skittles at 11.6% of the 1,000 bud tenders chose those strains.
Yeah. I haven't heard of Skittles I've heard of, but not as a watermelon and things. Trainwreck, it's been around for a long time. Yeah, long. Yeah. Best strains for stress. Oh, here we go. Good stuff. Strawberry banana. Haven't come across that one. How about you, Kim?
No, and those are my two favorite flavors for tropical drinks.
Exactly. I'm thinking smoothies. When I read that, I thought smoothie.
Exactly. You're on the islands and you go and get a smoothie and they say, what kind do you want? I say, strawberry banana, please. And so that sounds very interesting.
Yeah, exactly. They got lava cake and blue cookies in there as well. When it comes to for stress. Yeah.
And strains for newbies. Northern Lights, that's puzzling to me because that's a pretty heavy hitter for a newbie. Blueberry and Blue Dream. That's funny to me because Northern Lights and Blueberry are two of my favorite strains, and I'm most definitely not a newbie.
Blueberry, both, the Northern Lights and Blueberry have been around for decades, is well known. Blue Dream,
balanced.
Well-balanced
cannabis. Well-balanced cannabis. All three of those on that list are very well-balanced cannabis.
Now, I've never grown the Blue Dream, but the other ones I know that are they're good to grow. So so I can understand why they're good for newbies. Yeah. Oh, look at the next one.
Yeah.
Best strains for munchies. I'm gonna add. I will go through these, but I'm gonna add one to this.
All right. Give us their three first.
Okay, Blue Diamond, ice cream, and cherry pie is there three.
Okay, and yours?
It's mine. Juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you. Oh, It was actually, because I grew it early on in my Crohn's and stuff, and because I needed something that would to help me eat. And I had to stop growing it because I couldn't stop eating, and that was a problem.
Juicy fruit.
Juicy
you
fruit.
need to have more higher metabolism to eat lots of food. Juicy fruit.
Yeah,
is
now,
your strain, according
now
to
my understanding, because of the trademark things, they changed the name to Fruity Juice. But that
Fruity
was
Juice.
but when I was growing it, and yeah, it was Juicy Fruit, and yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Now the cherry pie is interesting. Good to know.
Good to know.
Yeah, because I'm growing that, and I haven't really, like, I'm sort of early into it. Just sort of got it. Yeah. So I haven't.
Step with that.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
Watch
Good.
your step with that.
Oh.
You see the ice cream coming out a lot at night, then you have to look at your bag and say, hey, what have I got here? Is this cherry pie?
Is this cherry pie? Uh-oh. Am I going to be eating all night?
Uh-oh.
The next strains are scary for me as well, because it says best strains for energy.
For energy. I like these strains, and all three of them, I agree, all three of them, and I'm going to add one as well. Pineapple Express, Green Crack, and Sour Diesel. All three, I hate the name of Green Crack. I wish they would have called that plant anything but that, but it is a good plant, regardless of its name. Sour D's is one of my favorites as well, and who doesn't like Pineapple Express? I would add black tuna onto that. That's my go-to for energy.
Yes, I see you. You praise that strain quite often, black tuna.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
it's a great strain.
Yeah, energy. You know, it's not that. You know, I'm not stuck on the couch. You know, I consume indicas, but it's the pain I would suffer afterwards from. It's the muscle pain.
Yeah,
and
you did too much. If you do too much, I feel good and I'm going to go and do this and I'm Superman until you're not Superman anymore. And then you find out that it was a really bad idea.
Exactly.
We've all been there. We've all been there. Absolutely.
Exactly. Now, best strain for creativity. And this is the last one, everybody. I see there's a repeat in here in this strain.
Yeah.
Lemon Berry Candy OG. I've never heard of that one. Creativity.
No, that's a big one. Yeah.
Burberry Cheesecake.
Burberry Cheesecake. Never heard of that one either.
Neither have I. Now, the next one we've all heard of. It's also a great strain, they say, for newbies, as well as for creativity. And that's Blue Dream.
Blue Dream's a great strain, all the way. It really is.
Yeah.
It's easy, fairly easy to grow, much like the others that were on that list. And it's very mellow and uplifting, for sure.
It is,
it's not couch potato. Yeah, it's very mellow but uplifting at the same time. Good. So, get your creative juices going for sure.
Right.
I can see that being it.
Yeah, it doesn't couch lock you, and it doesn't put you into hyperactivity. No. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's very nice mellow strain. Very nice mellow strain.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Good. All right.
Interesting list for the bud tenders. 1,000 bud tenders were questioned on this, and you can find that in Question Pro on Global Newswire online.
Yes, exactly. And there's more news, as I said earlier. There's more news tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern on the Pace Radio Network and the Reefer Reporters Facebook pages, as well as on the network's YouTube page with Reefer Reporters Cindy Howell and Ron McNabb.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Reporter.
All right, you got anything else before we wrap things up? Shout out!
We're gonna do shout outs tonight.
Yeah.
I actually have 2 shout outs tonight.
There you go.
That I'm gonna take advantage of. First and foremost, happy birthday to my daughter. My oldest daughter, Alicia Jean, was born 36 years ago tonight. I gave birth to my first child. Happy birthday to my wonderful little girl down in Toronto. Not so little anymore, making mama starting to feel old. I hope you have a wonderful evening out with your husband, Matt. Happy birthday, Alicia. Mama loves you.
Good.
And my second shout out is for a band here in Northern Ontario out of Kirkland Lake by the name of Dead Ringer. They have performed a rendition of the Moody Blues song Tuesday afternoon and worked with me on changing some of the words, and it has now become Tuesday Evening News and is now the new theme song for the Psychedelic Reporters that appears here on the network every other Tuesday, opposite of Open Your Eye on Psychedelic Tuesdays at 7 p.m. on Pace Radio Network. You can find it on the social media page on Facebook under Psychedelic Reporters, and we also broadcast on the Pace Radio Network's YouTube page. So check us out. In 2 weeks' time, we're back with another playing of the song. Really big shout out to the boys in the band in Kirkland Lake from Dead Ringer. I don't have their names right in front of me, and I'm sorry I was supposed to, but I don't. And Derek and Sean for sure is the 2 that I know. Bubba and I think it's Mike, if I'm not mistaken. 4 guys. They work underground and above ground in the mining industry up here in the north, and they got a great band. Thank you very much for helping me out with a new song.
Yes, that's very good of them to do so. It sounds excellent. I'll say myself. Good stuff. I had a chuckle with the word change in there. It sounds good.
Yeah,
sounds good. Yeah.
We should.
That's right. And just so everybody has a bit of an idea, the network here, we will be shut down over the Christmas time for about 2.5 weeks, somewhere in there. But we still have one more show to go, and that will be next week. And then we'll be waiting for Santa. So.
We're waiting for Santa.
Yeah.
And
So
we're back in January.
My shout out goes to Santa.
Your shout out goes to Santa.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right.
Santa,
okay.
the baby.
Yeah. Alrighty. Anything else?
No, I think we're good. And we'll see you guys all next week for our final show of the year. And then we'll take some holidays and we'll be back in January.
That's right. Exactly. Okay, you can find the Pace Radio Network on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're also on Instagram. You can find the Pace Radio Show there on all of them as well. Thank you to go to our sponsors at BMA Hydroponics at bmahydroponics.com, legacy420.com, the Campbellford Lifestyle Shop, as well as drbuckcts.com, which is cannabis trimming solutions. Big thank you and lots of laughs tonight with our guests, Reese Turner, Chris Venditto, Walter Lyng, and Vance Michel of the Late Night Sesh on KGLTV. They will be going live in about 25 minutes. And Kim, as always, thank you for everything you do here on the broadcast as well as with the network.
Oh, back at you. Thank you so much for having me and taking me on this journey for all these years.
Hey, no problem. And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in the program. And good night.
Good night.
You know I blame it on industry.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net. Do you want to hear what patients and cannabis advocates have to say? If so, then catch the Pace Radio Show Wednesday nights here on paceradio.net.
We are people advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.